Yo guys, what is going on? It is your guy Nick from Run the Foot Market, and welcome to another episode of Market Watch. I believe this is the 4th episode of Market Watch. Really enjoying doing this series for you guys, just because I really like talking to you guys about my thoughts about the current state of the market and future trends where I see it going. Obviously, these videos can help you guys make coins if you follow along with them, because usually what is said in these videos is pretty much right there. We've gotten most things right so far, and it's kind of like a summary video talking about past things and then going on to the future. And trust me, there's a lot in the future today to talk about because of what the market is currently looking like and where I think it's going to head. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you guys drop a like. And yeah, let's not waste time and let's get into it, boys. Alright guys, so what you guys see on the screen is the current index 100. This is kind of what's going on with the market. If you use footbin.com, they have some tools on there that show you guys current market, kind of just what's going on with it, and it's a good look. So, you know, it's really dropped off recently. Like, ever since I would say Monday or Tuesday, you're seeing this trend on the graph as well. There was just a hit in the market, and what essentially started happening was that people kept promoting Team of the Year coming next week, and I think a lot of people are scared. And I'm a little scared, but I have pretty good faith and confidence that it doesn't make sense that it's going to happen next week. But I think what you're seeing is you're seeing a lot of people, ever since Sunday night, card prices and values have just been going down, especially within the gold market. If you own a gold card, it's most likely taking a hit from where you bought it at, unless you got it insanely cheap. I know gold Lukaku, gold Lacazette, guys like that who were selling for very high premium prices. I kind of told people if you guys had those guys, I would have gotten out by the first weekend, and don't be greedy with that. But a lot of those guys are dropping right now, and in my opinion, these players will continue to drop all the way until Sunday night, Monday-ish. And that's when I think the market will probably hit its lowest. So just keep monitoring the market, and this is just something I wanted to go over to tell you guys. Now, the ones to watch market is holding very well right now. Actually, it's holding at 125 points while the index is at 96. So the ones to watch market is doing very well, and I really don't see that being impacted. Only way I see this being impacted, and guys, this is a great opportunity for you guys to buy watching this video, especially getting with ones to watch cards, which are doing so well and all seem to have players contributing within their respective teams. On Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, this is when I project the market should be around its lowest point. Now, not exactly, it could be the lowest Saturday, it could be Monday, I don't know. But around that area is probably when I'm projecting the market to be at its lowest due to panic selling, weekend league selling, and a lot of people just scared and wanting to liquidate and willing to take the loss to just liquidate. I think the ones to watch market could be a very good look that time frame, because you have players playing on the weekend with ones to watch cards, and if they don't play well like a normal time, a lot of people sell and they want to get their coins. They want to get out of that card and they want to get on with a new card. So I think really if you see that going on, and then on top of that you have people panic selling, there could be a very big dip in the ones to watch market on Sunday night, and this could be a great time for you guys to get in with some of the ones to watch cards and hold them for their next upcoming games, which this week we had a midweek games and now we have weekend games. So I just did a little bit of picking up some ones to watch cards, and I think that definitely, guys, ones to watch cards could be a great buy on Sunday night. So guys, before we move on to the next topic of market watch on the agenda today, I want to talk really quickly about the indexes for specific markets. Now, obviously, the last scene I showed you guys, the index 100, which kind of covers a little bit of everything, but I wanted to go and show you specifics. So, the index gold right now, it's at 90, okay? It's down a lot. It was in the hundreds a few days ago, and while there's an up arrow, and these images are just current real-time looks, it's down a lot and expected to keep going down. Now, the icon market as well is also down a lot. A lot of icons going down right now, especially the really high tier ones, because people are in a panic. The only thing staying consistent is the ones to watch market, and to me, it's going to stay consistent through the next few days. No one's going to panic sell a ones to watch when there's a ton of games going on this weekend, because it just will keep the value. Trust me, guys, there's no need to sell that. Now, do I correlate this with Team of the Year? Yes, I definitely think that people are, it's not just the market going down, it is people selling their cards because they are scared, and because some investors are tweeting out that they are really believing in all this. It's going to make people, the community, frightened, and they're not going to want to take the risk. And trust me, I feel for them. I'm not a guy who loves to take risks, but for me, this isn't really a risk. Like, I can't see this happening, and I'm, you know, guys, like, it really doesn't make sense for EA to just drop Team of the Year in October. Now, there's an argument that a lot of people think that they're going to drop Team of the Year in this October week, and then they're going to re-release it in January. But if you think from a revenue standpoint, they're going to make so much less if they drop it in October rather than January. When January, you have all the people ready coming out of Christmas like, yo, let me drop this money on this game, let me open these packs, let me pack a Team of the Year player. That's kind of how it works, and it's a tradition. Also, what you guys need to understand is they've never ever had Team of the Year come out in October. It's never come out, and the award ceremony has changed this year. I just can't see it happening, and I can't see there being such overpowered cards in the game at such an early time. Now, guys, trust me, I could definitely be wrong, and there's a small chance that this could happen. Like, they could come into foot, listen, the ceremony's going on, just for clarification, in October, but I'm arguing that I don't think it's going to be in foot. I don't think they're going to put the cards into foot until January. And also for me, like, this kind of takes away the fun. And sometimes, like, last year there was an example of everyone thought Griezmann was going to get in Team of the Year, so they panic sold his inform, and I didn't think he was going to get a Team of the Year, so I bought his Team of the Group Stage cards, which was down like over 35%, because people were like, all right, this card's going to go to waste, it's going to be not worth anything. And what happened was he didn't get in, and it recovered all the way almost back up. So that's what I'm saying, like, that takes away the fun for me that it's not in January anymore, because especially if it stays true that it's going to come out and we're not going to get on foot, we're already going to know who's going to get in, and we're already going to know a period of when people are going to sell exactly what's going to be in Team of the Year. So that kind of takes away a little bit of fun for me. So to a lot of investors and people wondering kind of what's going on with gold card investing, I want to talk about it with you guys, and that's why I stopped talking about it a week ago, because gold card investing for me only works within the first 3 to 4 weeks of FIFA. And what do I mean by gold card investing? Basically, you invest in a gold card when their gold card is about to go out of packs because of an event, a team of the week, anything like that, because their gold card, essentially, if you think about it, if it's out of packs, there's no supply, and the demand stays the same or grows, that card should go up in value. But we're getting to that point in FIFA where there's so many, there's so much of the gold card that the supply doesn't take a hit, and the supply will keep the demand in check. Like, it's not gonna, in the beginning of FIFA it works well because the supply is so low and the demand is massive, so it just drives everything up. And what you're seeing on the screen right now is this is a gold Murata, and this is in the beginning of the game. I advised this buy completely. I told people to buy anywhere around 30, 35, and he ended up rising all the way up to 55k. From 29k he went to 55k in the matter of like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And this is because he was out of packs, because he was in Once the Watch and had an inform that in one of the weeks, so he had like 10 days out of packs. And he's a prime example of one that definitely worked, and as you're seeing now, he's crashing after. But what I want to go and show you guys, because it's very important for you to know this, in my opinion, guys, this whole gold card investing is done. And here's what I want to give you guys some examples of. And yes, there is an exception, and before you put in the comments and get all mad at me, there's an exception. So I want to show you really quickly though. Ericsson was in Team of the Week last week, and he was around 103, 104k before he goes into Team of the Week. And when he gets out of Team of the Week, he's like 112, 113. So yes, he went up 10k, but he did not like double like Murata did. And that's where you guys need to start thinking. Like, is it really worth your time, even though he goes up 5 or 10k, to be putting all your money in this? No, it's really not, guys. And that's what I just want you guys to start seeing. In my opinion, I wanted to put this in Market Watch because it's something that a lot of people do, and it's something that you definitely want to watch. It's like a thing. But what the exception is here is that yes, it still works. It still works for cards that are required for League SBC. So this center back got an inform in the same Team of the Week with Ericsson, where Ericsson had little rise, but Granqvist, I think his name is, he's needed for the Russian League SBC. Like, you need him, and as you see, he's 1,500. He goes all the way up to 8,000. He basically goes to his max price because he was needed, and he went out of packs, and his supply was low. So it will always work, guys. The gold card investing, if you guys can find players who get into Team of the Week and have a gold card that you need for a League SBC in a certain position, yes, it still works in that matter of things. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to be advising or touching any kind of buying with gold cards going out of packs unless it's for an extended period of time. Now, it does work with elite cards. Like if Suarez, you know, gets an inform, I'm assuming that his gold card will rise. Same with Ronaldo. You'll see Ronaldo on Team of the Year when he goes out of packs. His gold card will go flying up. Messi will do the same thing. Those elite players, yes, it still works, but for the mid tier and the lower tier that aren't needed for League SBCs, I'm out of those. So, guys, I just wanted to kind of talk in this market watch as well. There's so many things to talk about. The gold card, the Team of the Year, a lot going on with this market, and more is to come on Friday when these get released. Scream is going to be coming out. I believe it's this Friday. Yeah, I think it's this Friday. Scream comes out. And basically, I think there's one weekend, so I think around Halloween weekend. Last year, this is an image from last year, from the 28th to the 1st. They're going to get a temporary boost. Whoever's in the Scream team this year, we don't know. It looks like it was selected last year on just kind of, I guess, scary players or guys who scream in dynamic images, which is, it's basically impossible to predict or target who's going to get in this year. We don't know. So that's why I didn't want to put any of the leaked or fake images up on the screen, because I didn't want to cause any confusion. I just wanted to show you what we know from last year. And I want to talk in terms of the impact of these, but really quickly before we get into that, I want to talk about, guys, it's a Halloween promotion. Like, I just want to go back to the point. I was like, I can't see them putting out Team of the Year. Like, there's no way they would want to make a major market crash during Scream, because they want to promote Scream. They want people to do the things that they want people to do for Scream, whether it's SBCs or it's promo packs. They want to promote these kind of cards, and they want to make them useful. If Team of the Year comes out at the same time, like, no one's going to care about Scream. I'm telling you that right now. Everyone's going to be like, oh my god, these are Team of the Year cards. I need to go buy this. I need to buy that. That's how it all works with that. So let's talk more about Scream cards really quick. I just wanted to say that. But basically, these guys will come out in packs on Friday. They will be boosted at some point towards the 28th to the 1st of November. And essentially what you'll see is they'll go up probably. Here's my opinion on it. I think a lot of people are going to try to invest in these and then sell all at the same time when they get the boost. And I think you may actually see a huge crash right away. And I believe this is what happened last year. You may see a huge, massive crash right away. Even though they got the massive boost, because all these cards are getting like +8s, +9s on the overall rating. And then they may recover back up on Friday night and Saturday, and then they're going to crash again on Sunday night and Monday. But something to keep in mind, guys, is I think that when these get the boost, if there's a certain SBC that you need to complete with very high rated players, like if say there's another Throwback Thursday that comes out next Thursday, and you need some really high rated team, then you may be able to do it really cheap if you have one of these cards that's like not selling for a ton and is like a 92. It make it that much easier to do the SBC, in my opinion. So that's another thing to keep in mind. I think that these are going to be interesting to mess around with in terms of investing. I don't know how like useful they're going to be in the first like 5 to 6 days, but I think towards the boost time, it's going to get really hectic in terms of investing. SBC wise, I would say that you guys should be going ahead. You should be picking up some informs, all that kind of stuff. All that stuff is going to help you in the long run. Whether I would say 81, 82, 83 discard informs won't hurt, and always keeping your club stacked with 83s and 84 golds. We don't really know what we're going to see here. I would also say if you can get your hands on a Scream card for close to discard, then that's definitely a good look, because I know that they required Scream cards for certain SBCs when Scream was out. I know that they did a cam Payette, they did a position change Payette, and you had to submit like 4 or 5 Scream cards, I believe, for that. So just look into it all, guys, because if you guys can get some good deals on these. Now, these are obviously not the base ones. The base, basically, Scream gets an upgrade. It's less than an inform. But they do get an upgrade, and the upgrade will be there the whole year. These Scream cards will be available on the market the whole year. We saw them use in SPCs around Footmas time a little bit, and then once later in the year. But they will have this boost, obviously, these crazy boosts you see on the cards from last year for like 3 days where you have Perlo and Murdersacker in the 80s for pace. Like, come on. These boosts are crazy. So, it's going to be a really fun time. Honestly, I'm very pumped for Scream. The market impact of it, I don't think it should take that many coins off the market, because the SBCs, unless it's different this year, they said more SBCs than ever this year, so we'll definitely see if it's different this year. But in comparison to last year, it shouldn't take too many coins off the market, and overall it should be a really fun event. There are ways you can make a lot of money. Like if you guys go ahead and you pick up a lot of those guys, if they are spammed right away on the market and you find some like 82s, 83s, even 81s, any Scream card that's close to discard, I would pick it up. I would honestly get it in my club and get ready for those SBCs requiring them. And just keep in mind that if a card is really inflated before he gets his upgrade, it's the same thing with the ones to watch. When Salah ones to watch was 450k before the Team of the Week announcement, I told you guys to sell. He ended up being like 290k, like within like 6 hours. He dropped almost 50% in price. So just make sure you guys are always selling into the hype. That's the best tip I can give you guys. Obviously, there's going to be updates from me coming all weekend. A lot going on with all this market crash Team of the Year stuff. I wanted to talk about just the Scream thing. Like, there's no way Team of the Year can come with Scream. That's just kind of how I see it. And I'm going to do a video more specifically kind of when Scream comes out, we're going to look at the Scream cards. We're going to talk about them. We're going to see who can be used where. What do I think will go up more when Scream is there. I'm going to talk about also when people are panic selling the Scream cards when it's about to end and they're dropping a ton, who I actually think will recover a lot. Like an example of that is like Bellerin and Lukaku. Like they had pretty, not crazy upgrades without the boost, but they had a decent enough upgrade where like Bellerin had some pace in his upgrade, like 1 or 2. And even though his Scream card was less than an inform, he wasn't going to get an inform for the whole year. So the card had value, and he ended up rising when he got out of packs from Scream, after being panic sold after that weekend league after he got the whole boost. So we're also going to look into that in a certain video. So obviously, if you guys haven't checked that, I put out a video on Team of the Week 5 investing. It will be in the description. I talked about my likes and guys I don't like from that. So make sure you go over there, you watch it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop the like. I will be putting out R9 this weekend. That will be back. It takes a lot of time. I've been super busy, and obviously just stay followed, guys, and keep your notifications going, because it's going to be a busy weekend with all this market crash stuff kind of going on, and I want to keep you guys covered. I would say just last before I end this video, if you have any cards, if you truly believe that Team of the Year is going to come out on foot next week, then you should go ahead and sell. But if the same thing like Mounier, I knew that he wouldn't get an inform, and De Bruyne, like they just wouldn't. You got to trust the process in some of these situations, guys. And you got to understand, when they have a promo event like Scream, that's the main goal of EA. They're not thinking about Team of the Year. But listen, if I'm wrong, you guys can all hate me. But that's just how I feel, and I appreciate you guys coming and listening today. And yeah, guys, smash the like if you guys enjoy, and I'm gonna head out now. Peace.